All right. What is up, guys? Welcome back. Evan Aldo here. Always appreciate you guys. Smash the giant like button. Let's get into it. So, Caroline Ellison, this is like predictably bizarre. Took 30 seconds to recognize Sam Bankman-Fried. Maybe sometimes they do it on purpose, man. Sometimes they do it on purpose. Kind of like the Johnny Depp where he refuses to look at his ex-wife Amber Heard or whatever in the courtroom. They do it on purpose sometimes. They're a little bit, they get, it's the American way. It's the American way. But ultimately, we'll see what happens with this. Do you guys have any predictions? I have no idea what's going to happen with this. Is SBF going to jail for 40 years? What's going to happen? That is my question here. I have no idea what's going to happen. I think she's done testifying. I don't know if we're going to see transcripts of that or whatever. Obviously, highly trained to throw, highly prepared to throw the ex-boyfriend, if you will, under the bus. So yeah. And what's up, NB? What's up, NB? So let's get into the analysis a little bit. Overhyping that AI. You got wars. You got a lot of crap going down. You got a lot of stuff going down, but. Yeah. Let's see what's going on right now. I mean, this is somewhat of a significant place. Local volume area low 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4th time. Maybe we jump again. That is definitely possible. I would be waiting for that long entry potentially on this 2-hour bull div to at least start printing, potentially confirm. You could lose this. Nothing overall makes me overwhelmingly too bullish at the moment. VWAP trying to come up on the 10-hour a little bit. Crossing over, money flow crossing over into the red on the 8-hour. So nothing is too... I don't think anything's too strong in my opinion. Nothing's too strong at the moment. I mean, you do have the bull div on the hourly, which could, if you follow this kind of pattern here, could bring you back up. The W... You break up, then you're up to this area, 28K again. If we stay range bound, that's a possibility. But I'd be looking more for the 2-hour, for that potential, upwardness. So that's kind of that area. So yeah, okay, SPF for DNC nomination. People are talking about Michelle Obama a little bit running. I don't think it's going to happen. Bullish bat pattern. 30 minutes. Let's take a look. I forget the bat pattern. It's double bottom. Yeah, potentially to kind of come up there. If it does play out, you may see something like this, and then you're back up to that area. So that would be the range-bound place. You do have the bull div. You do have a little bit of bull divs. You do have one printing on the hourly, like I mentioned, but I think the 2-hour is more of what we want to look for here. Ultimately, more of what we want to look for. You did come down. Your low is at like 3 p.m. today so far. So generally a bit of a more boring market so far. Nothing too crazy happening. VWAP coming down to 3-day. VWAP been above the 0 line for a while here. Your RSIs are starting to curve down, and money flow curving down on the 5-hour. Money flow coming down on the 4-hour. This pattern generally kind of breaks. Bearish down to kind of this area right here. Massive head and shoulders forming. Okay. Are you talking about, yeah. We've been in this. It was originally this head and shoulders back in May. Then we broke down. Now it's like a new kind of, yeah, it's an interesting kind of head and shoulder thing. And if we do break down from there, let's see where... Yeah, it'd probably be some type of trajectory down to 20K around. So yeah, what's up, NBF? What's up, cool? That'd be that trajectory downward. If we look at the weekly, we're not getting the red dot just yet. We do have the red dot on ETH, though. We still got the green dot on the monthly. Bitcoin showing more strength compared to Ethereum. People are talking about Ethereum being dead, which I don't think it's dead. It's just, it's just doing what it normally does in these kind of pre-halvening years. But it does look a lot, especially when you look at that weekly. That weekly does not look good, man, because you turned into the bright EMAs in March. March was a pretty good month. You jumped up higher. You played around with 2,000. You rejected from 2,000. you stayed boring for a bit, then you broke down. Now it looks like you want to come down even farther. The ETH does not look good. ETH is, I mean, I got to swing short on ETH. I got to swing short on Bitcoin. I got to swing short on something else. Chainlink, if you guys want more info, it's what I sell. Link in the description below. CBZ, Atlanticor, KMAC, spitting the sauce in the Aldo Empire VIP Discord. Get it while it's hot. We're doing a 7-day free trial. You do have to bring your credit card in, but you can cancel before the 7 days is up if you want to try it out. So yeah. Something much worse coming at Donkey Punch. I think, I mean, I think you got a good shot at coming back down to 13, I mean, I know I sound really pessimistic, but 13 may be the best case scenario here. And then when you lose that, 12 to 1,000, and then it's possible to even go lower. Not thinking you will, but yeah. My guess is that if we do go below like 18, do form like a double bottom down to 16 or even lower for Bitcoin, not thinking that's going to happen, but it would be sometime probably Q1 or Q2 of next year. Probably before the halving. You got the yellow X in the 6 hour. I mean, that's not a good. ETH is looking like all kinds of bearish right now. Kind of losing that area. Yellow X galore. This is a pretty, no wonder why a lot of people are talking about this, but be careful trying to FOMO into the shorts right now because, right here, this is where price stuck to. If we zoom out even more, price stuck to that area right there. That was the low in September 11th. So we could get a little bit of a bounce or something here. Maybe, yeah, I mean, if you're looking at some potential like bull divs, but I don't like the yellow X's at all. Maybe the next 4-hour bull div, money flow starts coming up. Right now, I mean, one of two things is going to happen. Either it's going to break upward or this is going to break downward even farther down to, 1520, which I'm just curious about the, if we look at the daily, so those were the lows last year. The yearly lows for, well, okay, you could argue yearly lows are 1100, but the yearly lows since March are, 13. I think we're going to get there relatively soon, potentially in November. So yeah, 100% cool. So Bitcoin dominance is huge right now, and I think that Bitcoin dominance is looking really bullish. Ooh, ETH Bitcoin just keeps bleeding. We're finally, and it could happen quick because if you look at this money flow on the 2-week ETH versus Bitcoin right here, look at what happened. You drop down quickly. You come down quickly to these areas within a month or two. That's the place. That's the place to be getting into Ethereum theoretically. So yeah. And Bitcoin dominance. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance. Yes, I mean, we break upward. Let's say we form, kind of your cup and handle type thing or whatever. Break upward from that formation. 55% is next. Theoretically, I don't see any reason to believe you probably won't get to at least 55. You could get all the way up to 60, I think. What price do I think Bitcoin will bottom at? 300 weekly moving average right now. That's to be seen, though. We'll see what happens. So low 20s. These RSIs coming up, I think, are a no-brainer where Bitcoin dominance will likely peak similar to over here. I mean, I know it did peak in December 2020 at 73%, but then, really the place to be getting into ETH would have been back here. So I think as soon as you kind of get up to this traffic stop 55, I think that's the place to start to look to get in, hopefully. Start to kind of look to get in, so yeah. Money flow kind of coming up on some of these time frames right here. Crossing upward on the, Bitcoin dominance looks good. I think regardless of whether we go up or go down, this is going to continue forward. And alts will continue to bleed against Bitcoin as they have done, since November of 22. A lot of them since January 22. A lot of them since May 21. So yeah. Man, we really consolidated this time. More of a taking a while for things to play out. So it's Bitcoin dominance right there, and let me take a sip of coffee. Give me a second. Okay, so I mean, S&P 500, I think you got a shot of coming up a bit higher here. I think 440 is definitely in the cards. We'll see how things look there. I mean, if that weekly green dot kind of gives us what we need, potentially we could come up higher. I am not sure though. Am I in any positions right now? Yeah, I'm in a bunch actually. Um, no outcomes yet, so it would be unfair to show you guys them. It's a lot of swing kind of shorts right now, you know. ETH, Bitcoin, Chainlink's one I've been looking at. If you guys want the trade setups, they're in the Aldo Empire VFP Discord. Um, they had a nice Forex trade too, CBZ. So yeah, check it out down below if you guys are interested in that. If you guys are interested in trading, check out the pinned comment or pinned chat. FAIRDESK, we do the good deal. $100 we give away to one person every week who signs up, deposits any amount, does win futures trades. Check that out. So yeah, and okay, that was S&P 500. I forgot what I wanted to look at. What's up for chicks? Let's see. So yeah, a lot of the altcoins right now obviously keep bleeding against Bitcoin. You know, red X on your 3-day here for Cardano. That one, you know, just this has been so far from probably 100% rate of success from June of 21, 100% rate of really even before that. Geez, that's wild. It's gotta fail. Yeah, okay, probably the failure is there for it. So basically 100% rate of success for the past like 4 years for the Red X there. I think that will probably bring you back down to 22 cents at some point. This could come down quickly if we do see more of a capitulation over the next month or two. So that's what we got to pay attention to here. This could be a good kind of swing short setup potentially with that money flow crossover there. And yeah, if we were to, you know, do something of this nature, break down from this guy. Not a bad risk reward ratio. I think that's a pretty good trade right now. I'm already in a bunch. I don't know if I should add any more, but that's a good setup. That's a good setup. Polkadot is a no man's land. Well, hitting these lows. I don't know if I'd want to be shorting the kind of, you know, 2020 lows for this. This has been a real underachiever. We'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. If you're going to bounce, it's probably going to be soon. I mean, if we lose this area, next big area is going to be 360. Lose that, there ain't much. I mean, these $3, $3.20, those little notches. $1.43. I don't know. I don't think it's going that low. Imagine. Oh my God. Oh my God. Crazy. It's AVAX. What's up, FD White? So yeah, VWAP coming down on the 3-day. Trigger wave to the downside on the 2-day. And let's take a look. Money flow generally coming out here. Forming some, okay, that's a bearish pattern. Forming a reverse head and shoulder type thing. There. Take on target down around $8. Your low is at, yeah. Man, yeah, it just looks like it's going to keep going down. This is depressing looking at some of these guys. 3-hour money flow crossover to the red. I think that's going to be a nice swing short entry. I think there's going to be a lot of swing shorts that are going to do very well. So yeah. Ocean. Oh man, I haven't looked at Ocean in a minute. Neck. 25 cents. It's pretty optimistic. I think this could go down to this area, 16. somewhere around here, somewhere around these lows or whatever, I think you'll go down to. Let me see something here. So if you were to go down there to there, and then, yeah, it's 14. I think you're going to probably break down and go down to 14, 15. Yeah, Bitcoin dominance going up as Bitcoin goes. Yeah, that's where alts get demolished. And, I mean, the charts, it's not a surprise. BNB, this is actually up a little bit on the day. That's what always happens with it. It can never capitulate, but I mean, just be patient with it. I think it will come down farther. Blood diamond confirmed on a 2-day. I mean, this doesn't look good by any means. Believe this is starting to recover a little bit, and treasury yields are starting to come down a bit. Could this be bottomed out? Maybe. Could these guys be topped out? 30-year government yields. Tough to say, but I do think that monthly bear div is probably going to give you what you need for the downside here. I feel like there's enough people complaining about this for it to potentially be over. You are breaking structure in some places. Man, a little tough to say here, a little tough to say. The weekly is not bad, really, but your money flow may want to come down soon. So hopefully we do come down a little bit more here. I would hope so. Maybe down 4.5 would be pretty nice. 4.7, something like that. So, yeah. Yes, cool. That's a really good point. If we're expecting a 30% drop in Bitcoin, we should be prepared for a 50 to 60% drop in these risky, yes. 100%, man. Yeah, I couldn't say it better myself. Just out of curiosity, I mean, where 50, 60% down for some of these would be, let's see where it would be for Cardano. I mean, it'd be 10 cents. I don't know if you're going to go that low, but, the obvious path that a lot of people would say is what I've been saying, like 15 cents, around here. 50 to 60% down, 12 cents, 10 cents. That's a full bubble pop pattern if you were to go that low. We're stopping giving away money. Interesting. I believe it when I see it. Baby. 60% down, just right to that point. Baby. Look at her go. Look at this thing. PayPal looks like it wants to jump up a little bit. Bull div on the daily. I mean, it's a bleeder. It's depressing, but it does look like it's fighting back a little bit here. Disney. That weekly looks like it wants to fight back a little bit with those LXs, bull div. To be seen, though. To be seen. Lockheed Martin has been doing something lately, a little, yeah, for obvious reasons. We'll see if this could last. I think it might. I think you might get back up to some higher points here. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. So yeah, let's see here. we should look at, I mean, when you look at NASDAQ and you look at traditional markets right now, they look considerably better than Bitcoin. I mean, your 3-day looks pretty good here. You know, my guess with the 3-day, if we look at this a bit, is that, let me see something here. That pocket right there, you probably could make it up higher here too, but those trigger waves here, man, the fun on the 10-hour. You're messing with that fib level right there. That's a significant point. Coming down with the 6-hour right there. You could probably get up a bit more here. Is that real, Tim Caller? $460, but what is it a barrel now? I don't even. Is it? Oh, okay, 70. Is that? I mean, you hit your technical target pretty perfectly. Now you're heading down. Oil, you know, we could be getting to that point where you're kind of, you know, more deflation, and this just kind of comes down into a recession. But I don't know. I don't know how to interpret that. Yeah, okay. Does that mean, do we buy the whale then? She's saying it's going down. Do we buy it then? I don't know. Not sure I would know how to interpret that. But yeah. Let's see here. So that was oil. How about natural gas? Green dot right there. This thing is just a natural gas. Everybody was into this. Everybody was getting a little hot and bothered by this, like all the way down. Everybody was trying to long every top here, and then this is just trying to go long on this. I mean, it might work. You know, might work. Like it might have worked over here. Okay, it did work over there a little bit there, a little bit there. Yeah, it's one of these points. It's still just down so much. Natural gas. Let's see what else we want to take a look at. Oh man, let's see here. We looked at BNB. What was? Oh yeah, ExxonMobil. I don't know about oil. It's definitely lost structure a bit. Definitely lost structure. Definitely not as strong as it was. Don't know about oil right now. Altcoin. This is a newer one. Yeah, I know Altcoin. Nice run up there. Yeah, a little bit of support there, man. I mean, your next big place is probably 390, honestly, I would say. I don't think too much is going to happen with this. I mean, sure, some short-term bumps. Yeah, why not? But I think you're going to end up at 390 next, potentially. Could take time, though, as always. So it's Aptos. Oh, look at Sol. Potential trigger wave to the downside on the 3-day. Trend reversal there. I mean, if you were to break out of this, I mean, I don't know how you would map it out, but there's your case to go lower. I kind of don't think you will, though. I don't know. Money flow to come deeper. This is a big area, 19. After that, 14, obviously. It's a slow camper. It's more range bound. I mean, we'll see what happens. Bitcoin dumps, all coins will dump. Yes. Yeah, I think that's true. I mean, there's always some esoteric things that'll survive and pump or whatever, but you know, the majority of them will dump down. Chainlink is one that's kind of interesting, I would say. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 or 6 times. 6 times we hit the point and came down. Most likely we will come down and do the same thing back down to this area. This could be a really good trade right here. If you were to enter here, stop loss above this level, first take profit down here, I think that's a good idea. And what was I going to say? I think that's a good, I think that's a good idea. And, oh yeah, good place if you want to short this. I'm shorting this one on FAIRDESK promo with the pinned link in the chat, so check that out. Get the $100 trading bonus. There's also an additional bonus depending on how much you deposit. I believe you can deposit, an amount, get the bonus, and then withdraw what you did deposit and just trade with the bonus. I believe you can do that. I think you still could do that. I used to do it back in the day, back in my young days, when I had time to do stuff, and now you're working on other things, more important things. You're not doing the. Yeah, I've done Forex. There's a lot of good opportunities in Forex. Here's a Forex trade that this area. I think you're gonna kind of a lot of textbook market cipher strategy here, potentially to come down farther. So, yeah. MEXC. Yeah, MEXC has some Forex pairs. They do have some Forex pairs. I've messed around with it on Prime XPT, also on Interactive Brokers back in the day. So yeah, it's more swing. It's good for swing trading, I think. Most obvious Forex trader who's trying to short the euro. I'm curious about how the I feel like a lot of them are bleeding against the U.S. dollar, right? Yeah, Mexican peso finally coming back down a bit here. The Colombian peso, that was yeah, it just keeps bleeding against the U.S. dollar generally. Little trigger wave to the upside there. Why it's cheap to go to Colombia. Peeps. Silver making a little comeback here, maybe a tiny bit. Yeah, a little bit more. A little bit more of a comeback. Nice little recovery. Hopefully we can continue a little bit. We'll see what happens here. Man, silver is one of those boring ones. Making higher lows, though. Don't mind that. Making higher lows from September 22. So, yeah. Look at gold a little bit. Yeah, 2 weeks not the best. The thing about gold is it just bores everyone away, and then when it finally does something, you're going to be 90 years old. That's the thing with it. But I think it's going to have a good decade. I think it's got a good shot of outperforming the S&P 500, especially if you look at this chart that a lot of you have seen if you've been watching me for a while. Money flow crossover there. Same kind of thing about to happen. Could get a big jump relatively quickly based on this history, but the history of this, but yeah. Matic. Blood diamond right there. Not looking good, yeah. Because if you do break down from the structure, where you go next? I mean, probably, 33 cents, man. Probably. What's up, Crypto Grizzly? Been a minute. How's it going, buddy? Looks like MEXC going in at 33 cents here. But then we could buy it then. That'll be a good buying opportunity. So it's exciting. I mean, just trying to let me see something here. If you repeat something like that. Yeah, by the end of the month, we could get up to 54% Bitcoin dominance. So yeah, it's taking its time. But it'll get there. It will get there. We need to have patience. Patience, guys. Patience. So yeah. Sun. Let's look at sun. We were talking about oils earlier, man. Exxon wasn't looking as good, but Sonico, I think you might be right. That definitely looks a little bit better than a few of the other oils. Break upward from that pattern. Yeah, 54. I've been talking about 54. Good catch. This does look pretty good. Yeah, right around there. It could be something like that. Let's see. Litecoin kind of hitting off of this. CBZ had a good setup with this the other day. You could jump up a little bit higher here. Yeah, 64. Litecoin might have a good jump up, yeah. Take a look, see at this. I mean, you could do it like that, yeah. 1-to-1 right there. Rates, okay, yeah. Rates are looking like, so we were talking about that. You came a little late, Crypto Grizzly. We were talking about that, man, and I want to mention that. Yeah, you might be right. They could be peaking, bro. They could be peaking, and as they kind of come down, you know, real estate, as these start to come down, real estate may start to come up more. I don't know. You may get a true rip to the upside there. I don't know. I think you might get up to 5.5 or something for the 30-year yield. Obviously, kind of the inverse of this would be the TLT bond ETF. It's a big point we're hitting. I would probably wait till the monthly bull div, and then you're definitely topped out. And then 30-year bear div, yeah. You probably could get up a little bit more, maybe 5.4 to peak at. I mean, a 30-year mortgage would be, what, 8.5 at that point? I mean, they're above 8 right now. They're about 8 at the moment, so yeah. TLT too could be a good option. Let's see. CD, did they even show that? Yeah. I'm not into CDs. ApeCoin, oh man, look at that chart. What a beautiful chart right there. $1. You probably could get some upside, but yeah, at 3 hour, you probably could get some upside potential here. Like Litecoin, probably a little bit of upside. What I'm a little bit curious about too is, what I look at a lot is, these are down a bit, yeah. Mutant Apes, a very choppy kind of ETH evaluation, yeah, ETH evaluation isn't awful, but your USD is falling because ETH is falling. 7 grand for a mutant ape. Yeah, this is the place for Bitcoin. I mean, we're waiting for that kind of bull div there, and then potentially in the 2 hour, then you could have some more relief. See if we could break back above this point too. The structure isn't terrible. Money flow coming up there, so yeah. Might get a little something something here. Six-minute money flow cross. You may get a little something something, especially if you come up more. Short term, yeah. Break above there. Yeah, I don't know if that was true, man. 50K of his children's college fund into ape, yeah. People make stuff up on Twitter. Let's look at because this is down on the year, the Dow Jones on the year, I believe is. Yeah, monthly trigger wave to the downside. This thing is boring. Yeah. I mean, what was this? Probably what, 10% correction? Okay, 20, but yeah, what jump up was this? 17, yeah. This thing is not that volatile. No, I don't use Luxalgo. I'm more of a market cipher guy. It's different. I'd have to learn it more, but I'm more market cipher. Oh, this is what we need to look at, the Dixie. The Yixie. Yixie. Yippee. I think she's got some left, but short term, I don't know about that 3-day. Might come down a bit more there. Came down to 99. Gapped our size now weekly. Dixie's interesting. A little hard to read. I do think you're eventually going to get up to 110 or so. But yeah, Litecoin, potentially good kind of long for some free trade setups. Yeah, I don't know if Ape's going to 106, but it could. Could get some more relief here. Bull div, potentially. And by the way, if you guys want to make any of these trade setups, the Litecoin one, it does have a pretty high probability. The Chainlink one, I think, does as well. Obviously not financial advice. Anything could happen. Shorting this one down to around 624. Check out the pinned link in the chat to FAIRDESK. Really good deal. $100 trading bonus if you deposit any amount and do one futures trade. We announce the winners every week in the Discord. There's also an additional kind of trading bonus. You deposit like a larger amount, you get the trading bonus. Also, the trading competitions. Check that out. Really good exchange to use. No VPN required. No KYC. Been using it for many months now. Never had an issue. So check it out with my link. And if you are a VIP member, info about it in the announcements tab in the Discord, but you can get, if you're an Aldo Empire VIP member, you can get an additional, I worked out with them, an additional kind of trading fee rebate, like an additional 15% off. You do have to open a support ticket in the Discord, and we'll get you sorted. So yeah, got to be a VIP member for that though. Some gapped RSIs here in Chainlink. It's probably going to do what it's always done. So yeah. Yeah, the area in Bitcoin, I kind of feel like you might be able to jump through here, but we got to see. Especially if we could see that 2 hour bull div potentially here, potentially. Yeah, there's the bull div right there, confirms an hour. Potentially you could see, yeah, that jump up to kind of right there. Jump up just a little bit more if we could break through this. 1.3. So yeah. A lot of people going after Elon. That's interesting. Let me see something here. I wonder if Powell will give in. I think maybe. So yeah. What's up, Yelena? A little late to the game. Gonna get off in a minute, but yeah. 88% chance of a pause. 71% chance of a pause in December. Long pause. Everything is gearing towards that long pause. So June is essentially the favorite for the pivot. Yeah, I think that real estate is going to stay very resilient here. And let's look at the Miami futures. There was the dip around December. Then upward. Look at him go. It's Satoshi. Yeah, it's not the real Satoshi. That's who is that? I forget who that is. Look, man, I know people that have been waiting for prices to drop since 2011. I literally know people who have been waiting since here. But then again, they only missed out on 200%. Nothing too crazy. I mean, that's ETH over a couple months. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with this. I think you got a few more years. I mean, you're probably not going to do what you did from 2020 to 2022. You're probably going to do something more like, more like here or some crap like that. You know what I mean? It's probably going to be more stagnant into this area. Yeah, something like that. Maybe from like here to there. 28. That would make sense. 5 something. Let's see what percentage increase that would be. I could see a 30% return over the next like 4 or 5 years or something. 5% a year, maybe. 5-6% a year, probably. PayPal we were looking at. Jacob, let's take a look at PayPal. Again. Short term, if you look at, well, let's do a full kind of, you may get a bull div on the monthly. I wouldn't bank on it though, but I mean, I think the big thing here is potentially the daily, and you could jump back up to like 66 or so. So yeah. down to a $63 billion market cap. But what's wild is just how much this has come down. I mean, it could come down farther to 40 bucks or something, but we'll see. 4 ELXs, look for slow exhaustion. We're not exactly seeing it, but we might soon on the weekly bull div or something. So yeah, yeah. VWAP coming up on Apple, trigger wave there. Traditional markets, man, they don't look half bad right now. I could be wrong, but traditional markets do not look awful. I think you got another week or so. So we'll see. Down 9-10%. I mean, we're still down to December 21 numbers. I mean, we're still down quite a bit from there. We just gotta wait till Bitcoin dominance gets a little bit higher here. Just a few more months, I think. Maybe less. November, I'm really looking at potentially. Take a last look at like ETH Bitcoin, and then I think that kind of call it a day here. So it's a jump right there. Okay, we were waiting for that. Ooh, that could be voluptuous. Same thing there. Yeah. That's looking like a potentially good setup. And by the way, guys, not financial advice. Only do this if you know how to trade. But if you want to trade this trade setup, it's got a good shot potentially. If we could confirm, wait for it, if we could confirm this bull div on the 2-hour, potentially could be a good jump upward here with the double bottom. If you want to trade that, check out FAIRDESK. Link down below. Also, link pinned comment in the chat box. Really good offer there. $100 trading bonus if you deposit and trade with any amount. We announce the winners on Discord every week, so check it out. All the ones down below are the main exchanges I use throughout the bear market, throughout the KYC, throughout them coming down with the hammer on us. So yeah, Prime XBT, you do need to use a VPN though, so yeah, check it out. Really appreciate you guys. I think I'm gonna get going, and hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I gotta get prepared for something else right now, so hope you guys got something out of this. Check out the Discord. Always love to see you guys in there. I'm gonna do another maybe tonight if I have enough energy. We'll do a little like chat with the people in there, talk about what's going on in the market, and yeah, so that's that. And then yeah, a lot of good stuff in there. All right, guys, hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.